James and I took full advantage of food on land.
This is the night before we leave for America. I'm so excited.
And we're surrounded by Americans at the moment, which is really, we've been chatting to them.
And they are adorable and wonderful.
Friendly.
Super friendly. Lots of stories to tell. Super interested in us, which is lovely. And we've got lots of places to stay at in Florida if you want to go. So yeah, I just can't wait. I'm so excited. A little bit gutted we're not stopping at Florida on the way.
Yeah,
but
we just found out also there's a major fishing competition going on here where the first prize is $1 million. And that's why there's big sports fishing boats coming in here, mainly from America, for this competition. And what have they got to catch? 1,000 pound marlin.
1,000
pound in weight.
1,000 pounds?
Yeah, marlin.
1,000 pounds, yeah.
For $1 million.
I said, why not just get a fish and stuff it with loads of weights, take a picture on the scales.
I mean, we're pretty good at fishing. Do you think we should go into?
Oh yeah, we're so good at fishing, aren't we? We're really good at fishing.
We've got a few pink lures we can chuck over the side.
Maybe we should just not go to America and just stay here and try to do some fishing. So anyway, we're having a lovely dinner. We just had some starters and now we're going to have, what are you having?
I think I'm having barbecue ribs. I'm actually quite full after the starters. The starters were banging, but I'm actually pretty full now.
James isn't quite aware of the word share.
No,
so that's why
we share the starters, but Philippa eats so slowly and I eat quickly, and then we have an argument, and like she calls me greedy.
It's not an argument.
I did ask her. I said, "Do you want the last one? Do you want?"
He did. He did. To be fair, he did.
Yeah, set up to fail.
So anyway, what's going to be the first thing you eat when you get to America?
Oh, there's such a choice. I'm keen to go in a diner.
Is this the ribs?
Oh, thank you. Lovely, that is great.
Oh, mine's not coming.
No, not for you.
It's just changed. So okay, what's your first thing that you want to eat when we get to America?
I'm quite keen to experience a diner at 3 AM in the morning, being able to order what I want with a milkshake on the side.
What will you done before 3 AM in the morning?
Well, I don't know, just maybe, I don't know.
Eating?
I'm so up for having American food, definitely. And
I'm just so excited to go to America.
I'm starting now, really.
For my first foot to be put down in America.
I'm starting now. Do you want to try some ribs? This is a good American meal. How are they?
That is good. Very good.
Delicious.
Thank you.
How's your burger, Philippa?
It's okay. I've been coerced into really naughty food.
It's not. It's delicious. Is it delicious? You said it was delicious.
It's actually quite delicious. We've been, for the next 3 days, we've got... For the next 3 days, we've got super healthy food. So I think James has coerced me into having burger with brie.
Well, we haven't exactly got super healthy food because I've got some imitation McMuffins in the freezer that I'm going to have breakfast with, and I've got, what have I got? I've got some microwave meals as well, haven't I? Delicious.
We soaked up this magnificent sunset and got our heads down, ready for tomorrow.
So this morning is the morning. We are leaving the Bahamas and we are heading to America. We've got about 40 miles until we get into the Gulf Stream, and then it'll be really interesting to see what sort of speed we do. Admiral's just getting the anchor in. Do you want me to go forwards? A couple of boats have already left. The Utrima that passed us the other day, they were the first off, I think. Our friends in the lagoon, they've just left. So yeah, I mean, the weather looks lovely. Just hope there's enough wind. They're my orders.
She's up. I've just secured the anchor now whilst we're leaving the Bahamas. You never want to be in a situation where your anchor comes off the windlass and then you don't have an anchor. That would be disastrous. We're nicely secured and we're off. is absolutely no wind. Well, I say absolutely no wind, I tell a lie. It's about 6 to 7 knots. Oh, we are not really moving. Okay, so
Let's
if
get
we
the
do
code 0 out.
3.0 the whole time, we are going to be there next week. Fabulous. This is it, people. We're leaving for the US of A. I can't believe we're actually going to the States. As I've said before, probably several times on this video, I have never been to the States. So I'm super excited. There's not much wind, but we have 2 sails up. We have the main and the code 0. We're doing about 4 knots at the minute. So I know for some people that's kind of okay, but for us it's quite slow. But it is beautiful sailing. Now this is what you call champagne sailing, but none of that today. Maybe we'll have some champagne when we get there. I don't know if you can see that massive, I think it's a turtle. Absolutely huge. Oh wow. Woohoo! We got 2 fish! Let's just hope a shark doesn't come.
Okay, what sort of fish is it?
I have no idea. What is
No sooner than 10 minutes into our journey and we had caught our first
Oh
fish.
my gosh, what is that? Is it tuna?
No, it's Mahi.
Is it?
Yeah, it's Mahi, that's nice.
Yay!
We are not afraid to say that we are not the greatest at fishing, but we only take the fish if we know what it is and if we can do it humanely.
Cool, isn't it?
He matches my scarf. Oh wow.
Right.
You hold the bucket then. You won't hold it, will you?
Oh, shit.
Mahi Mahi, which I once heard someone say, the fish so nice they named it twice, have a very special property called chromatophores, which are unusual 3-dimensional light reflecting pigments which gives the fish the ability to show off their colours. Mahi Mahi are often a stunning luminous yellow and green. When the fish are excited, they change colour as the chromatophores are connected to the fish's nervous system. And this is also why when you have caught a fish, the colours start to disappear.
We've got his mate on the other end of this. Just make sure you don't get it in your toes.
Oh my gosh, we've got to do not 1 fish but 2.
2.
Oh my word.
Well, Mahi Mahis are always in pairs, aren't they, I think?
Older Mahi Mahi travel in pairs.
Yeah.
So if you have caught one, its mate will be around somewhere nearby,
This one's a bit smaller.
as we found out.
I don't know, maybe. Oh wow, aren't we lucky? Fish coulons.
Wow, it's a nice one as well. Okay, be careful you don't fall over. Okay. Okay.
Whoa.
Yep. Good, good, good. That's enough, that's enough, that's enough. That's enough,
Sorry, matey.
that's
Sorry.
enough.
Wow. Not 1, but 2 fishes.
Wow, that's great, eh? We better stop fishing now. Done the pliers, you do it with hand. Oh, well done.
Well, I did say we were having healthy food for the rest of the journey. James can bury his microwave meals for now.
I think the alcohol is the best way, don't
Yeah,
you?
definitely. It's the
I
most
mean-
humane way, I think.
Yeah, and it's how I'd want to go as well.
I remember that, James.
I don't want to be hit over the head or my gills cut. A nice stiff drink would be the way to go.
Reassuring at least to know James's preferred exit strategy.
The only problem now is we can't fish for the rest of
I
it.
know. It's 1 and done.
Wow, what a catch.
Yeah. Amazing.
So how good was that? 2 fish, both together, 2 lovely Mahi Mahi, and we got what, 5 meals out of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Nice
got
meal.
4 fillets, and then we got a strip to do some sushi with, and we're going to have the first one of them for lunch today. Actually, more
Normally
fish.
we go away for 3 to 4 days, don't we, sailing, and nothing. And we've just literally left and got 2 fish. The funniest thing was, I was just saying up the front there, I was lying on the front deck, and I was saying, I don't often get to do this, and I hadn't even finished my sentence. He just shouted for me, paper!
Great. Well, looking forward to lunch now.
Lovely.
And here's our lovely Mahi Mahi. I'd show you what I've done here. So I've put some butter in, some ginger, some garlic, some thyme, and some chilli. I'm going to turn up the heat. And in a minute I'm going to put another knob of butter on as well. It should be delicious. Et voila!
Wow, that's not bad for lunch cooked on board, is it?
No. Do you want to try?
You can't get fresher than that. Let's have a little look. What have you done with some chilies and...
Chilies, garlic, onion. I just put some onion and butter in at the end. Nice. And some thyme.
Tasty, wow. Mmm. So
Yeah,
fresh.
we can tell we're stepping away from the Caribbean, so it's getting a bit nippy. Anyway, so this is the thing. James and I were just having a conversation about the fact that if my mum was here, my mum would be saying, why are there no other boats near us? What do they know that we don't know? So we're going west into the Gulf Stream, and our theory is that if we're in the middle of the Gulf Stream, going up through the Gulf Stream, we're going to have 3 knots of tide behind us, pushing us, whereas everybody else has sort of cut off a corner and they're going straight up. They are obviously going to hit the Gulf Stream at some point, but they're cutting off the corner and entering it more that way, whereas we're heading more west and straight up.
Yeah, we're going slightly more out of our way, but the benefit is once we get in the middle of the Gulf Stream, as Philippa said, there'll be 3 knots of current behind us, and we'll be able to turn slightly then, and we'll have the wind on our beam, and I think that will give us the advantage. But we're the only boat that's doing it. Everyone else seems to be, so we're starting to question ourselves now. But,
so it feels a bit like we're going in completely the wrong direction, whereas there's nobody else now on the horizon. They've all disappeared.
Yeah. But we're doing 9 knots, and we're only doing 1900 RPM on the engine with the full main up. And what's the wind at the moment? We've got 11 knots of wind coming from over there. So yeah, I'm happy with our strategy. I think it's going to work out.
We shall see. If anyone questions us, we'll just say that we saw Mike, who's coming from Florida, and we were heading more towards him.
So we're right in the centre of the Gulf Stream now, with 8 knots of wind, 12 knots apparent, and we're doing, yeah, about 9.5 knots, between 8 and 9.5 knots. That's pretty good going. We're actually going faster than the wind at the moment. We've just got a school of dolphins that have just swum past, and they're absolutely huge. I've never seen such big dolphins.
Dolphins are curious and confident creatures. Their inquisitive nature entices them to approach objects like boats to better understand them, but also to play, surf, and catch a quicker ride. Dolphins are one of the most intelligent animals in the world. They communicate through squeaks, whistles, and clicks. And it is still considered by scientists that they have their own language just like humans.
Beautiful morning here this morning. James has just gone downstairs to have a sleep. I didn't sleep great last night. It was actually really rather chilly, and that's for the first time I can say that since we've been in the Med, really. So yeah, I didn't sleep great. There was also a lot of clanking, the sails were flapping, the wind died down, hence we've put the sails away. and we're motoring at the minute. Look at that, it looks like the M25. Busy, busy, busy. So we've been watching all of these sailboats around us. Some of them are catamarans, some of them are monohulls. We've just been watching them all night, where they've been going, what speed they've been going. Of course, James has been watching what speed they've been going because he's been racing all night. Anyway, I have the fishing rod out and I'm hoping to land a fish on my own, completely on my own. Let's see. I have the rum handy. Look. Maybe a little breakfast swig this morning. It scared the living daylights out of me. I was just sat there and then this noise. Oh, please don't tell me it's a massive piece of... I think we've lost it, Rude.
No, it's still there. Something's there.
Oh, my arm! Wow, what have I got? A dolphin? Hope not. Shark? A whale.
Hopefully a nice tuna.
Yeah.
Tuna's what I've ordered.
There I was on the camera giving the big all I am. Like, oh, I'm going to catch it whilst James is asleep.
Yeah, thanks for
I
that.
need one of those chairs.
Fighting chair.
To strap
I
me.
don't think you're quite there yet. It's big. It's big.
It's huge.
Oh, please be a tuna.
With what felt like hours reeling this unknown in, it finally surfaced.
That's Mahi Mahi. Is it Mahi Mahi? Or is it a tuna? Hold on.
Oh my god, I'm going onto the boat.
It's a tuna!
Oh,
It's a tuna! Yes! Okay, leave it. Don't bring it in anymore. Leave it. Okay, let's get everything.
Oh no! He's gone! You shouldn't have picked him up!
Oh, that's why I was saying don't pill him up anymore. That's why I said don't pick him up anymore. So it was in the water.
Oh no!
No, that was a really nice tuna. So you've woken me up.
I didn't say to lift him up. You were lifting him up off the thing. You just left him hanging high.
I know, that's yeah.
You left him hanging.
I know. Philippa and I were just saying how much we're enjoying this passage so far. The seas are really calm and today there's very little wind, so we're actually motoring. We're not even motor sailing now. We've got 7-8 knots of wind coming from behind us, but because of the Gulf Stream we've got 3 knots of current with us. The sails are just flapping. So we did sail all of last night and we were doing some pretty good speeds. We were doing some 9 touching 10 knots occasionally, so we made some good progress last night, but today it's just too uncomfortable to sail. The sails flap and you know it's just not good. So we've got the engines on, but we just love the sea state like this. Philippa's doing some work on her computer over there. I'm cooking a full English breakfast down below. I've got a couple of sausages on the frying pan and we've got both fishing lines out and it's just absolutely beautiful. So yeah, we've come to the conclusion what did we say?
Sailing is lovely when there's no wind.
I know, yeah, we said we really like sailing when there's no wind.
Should have bought a motorboat.
Probably should have bought a motorboat, yeah. But it's nothing to do with that. It's just that the sea state's lovely and calm, so you can do things on board.
There's a long passage and it's continuous movement.
Yeah.
There's no let up, whereas it's fine for a while and then it's quite nice to be calm and then to have the change. Otherwise it's just...
Yeah, don't get me wrong, it'd be nice if we get some wind later. Maybe 10 knots on the beam. We had that last night and that was great with the Gulf Stream, and 10 knots on the beam. We were sailing at 10 knots, which was amazing. So yeah, a little bit of wind later would be lovely. We're doing about 8.5 knots over the ground, but we're just running under engine at the moment, but I'm running the engines really low, so we're running them at about 18,500 RPM. So they're using up only a little bit of fuel, and then every couple of hours I'm giving them a bit of a blast just to get the engines up to temperature to burn off any sort of residual stuff in the engine. Apparently it's not good to run a diesel engine at low RPM for too long, but obviously if we were to run it at say 25,000 RPM we'd burn a lot of fuel quite quickly. so we're trying to conserve fuel, and because we've got 3 knots of current behind us, we're touching 8.5, 9 knots, which is, you know, really, really good. Breakfast on board. Yeah, the real bit of a bit.
And this, people, is my breakfast. Homemade hummus, which I just whipped up, and some crullets of pepper, carrots, celery and cucumber.
Not as tasty as a full English though, is it?
Maybe if I put music on, I bet the dolphins will come back. Okay, it might sound really stupid, but when I put music on, the dolphins always come. So let's try it, shall we? Let's try it. Keep the faith. Let's see if the dolphins like it. James likes it. Okay, let's go and see if the dolphins are coming. Any dolphins? Okay, James and I have put out a new lure today. So you can see we've actually got 3 out. I'm not quite sure what's wrong with us. After getting 2 yesterday, we seem to be on a mission.
We found extra freezer space now.
We've suddenly found extra freezer space. We've got a little bet on here.
A £5 bet, not that £5.
We've got a £5 bet on. Okay, $5. There you go. It's about £4. £3.50.
That's even less.
So, look how tight this is. James says there's nothing on the end of this.
No, there's seaweed on the end of this. We've caught some seaweed.
Seagrass.
Yeah.
In other words, sargassum.
We just went through a big patch of it.
We did, but I can guarantee you the pressure on that is
All right, well now we've slowed the boat down, it's easier for you to reel up, so
okay.
you reel it up.
Okay, maybe you might be right actually.
Oh really? Oh, I think you owe me £5. I don't want $5, that's even less.
Wow. I'm still going. Woo.
Philippa just wanted to up the ante. She said she can't pull it in, it's definitely a fish. Well, what are we upping the ante to?
$12.
$12. Ooh, big spender. Woo. I'll tell you what though.
I'm telling you.
Considering we've slowed the boat down as well.
Don't lose it now just because you want to win the bet.
I think it's seaweed.
No. Quick, shall I up the ante? What shall I up it to?
I'm gonna be down 12 quid.
$40. Quick, who's in? $40? Going once, going twice. $40.
$40?
Yep.
Well, should we make it 50? Make it a nice clean 50.
Someone's confident.
I'm very confident. This is not a fish.
Okay, you're telling me that's not a fish. Look how hard you're
I don't know, I'm not that confident now actually.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm pretty confident. I'll have 50 with you.
Oh my god, look, dolphins!
Oh, dolphins! No,
oh
sharks! That's oh no, there's dolphins.
Oh my god! Oh wow, look, how beautiful! Oh wow. Oh, hello.
Well, I'm Philippa.
Yeah?
More importantly, can we just have
Oh, sorry. I've got distracted.
Because look, I think I've caught a fish. Definitely caught a fish. But it's a seaweed fish. And that does not count, so I want $40, please. Philippa always welches on her bets. She's the most unreliable betting partner ever.
I tell you what, I'll pay you in kind.
Yeah, I bet collects.
As you know, we are motorsailing. Actually, we're motoring. There is little wind, I think it's about 3 knots at the minute. So we need more diesel. So we have 4 jerry cans here and we have a siphon pipe. I'm going to show you the end of it. Looks like this. Okay. So this goes all the way down into the bottom of the jerry can. The other end is into the actual diesel tank. Try not to make a mess. Give it a good pipe like that, and as you can see, it's flowing. Woohoo!
All in the wrist action.
A lot easier than sucking it out and getting a whole mouthful of diesel.
So what you're saying is it's more wrist than suck.
Sorry about my husband. Terrible. Anyway, that's how you fill up whilst you're motoring.
Next time, aboard Aequus, we show you how to plot the Gulf Stream on your charts.